Today we're starting on chords. Chords must have at least 3 notes. The triad is a chord that has 3 notes. If you went to a piano and played the 3 notes on the piano, it would be like 3 white notes or 3 black notes or a combination of those. But on the fiddle, we only get to deal mostly with 2 notes at a time. Still, we must know what the notes are. When a chord is broken up note by note like this, it is called an arpeggio, or an arpeggiated chord. Those are the ones that we'll deal with today. The first chord we're going to look at is the 1 chord. You remember we numbered the D scale with 1 starting on the open D string. That's where our chord begins. D is the first note of the chord. We skip the 2nd note of the scale and play the 3rd note. We skip the 4th note and play the 5th note. Those are the 3 notes of the D triad, or the D chord. Oftentimes in the chord the octave is added, and then you have a 4-note chord. So that's the 1 chord. D, F sharp, A, or 1, 3, and 5. Going up 1 step to the E note, we start counting there. 1, skip 2 and play 3, skip 4 and play 5. We're always playing 1, 3, and 5. That's an E chord, or an E minor chord, because this is a minor chord. The 2 chord is a minor chord in the major keys. E, G, and B, which, counting this as 1, again it's 1, 3, and 5. The next note is the 3rd note of the scale. That's an F sharp. We're going to count that as 1. 1, skip 2, play 3, skip 4, and play 5. Another minor chord. The 3 chord is a minor chord. One, 3, 5. F sharp, A, C sharp. When we get to the 4 chord, we're back to a major chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4th note of the scale. That's a G, and this will be counting G as 1, skip 2 and play 3, skip 4 and play 5. 1, 3, 5. That's G, B, D. A G chord. That's a major chord. The 4 chord is a major chord. Now the 5 chord is from the 5th note of the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on the A note. We play the 1, counting A as 1, skip 2 and play 3, skip 4 and play 5. 1, 3, 5. A, C sharp, E. The 5 chord is a major chord. Now the 6th chord will be on the 6th note of the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a B. We're going to count that as 1. Skip 2 and play 3. Skip 4 and play 5. 1, 3, 5. That's the triad. That's the minor chord. The 6th chord is a minor chord. B, D, F sharp. Now the 7th chord is the last chord we're going to handle, the last chord because it's the 7th note and the last note of the scale, and it is quite different. Let's just look again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The next note will be the octave, and we start over counting that as 1. So we're on the 7th degree of the scale. Using the 1, 3, and 5 and staying in the scale, we get 1, skip 2 and play 3, skip 4 and play 5. And this is neither a major nor a minor scale. This is a diminished chord, where there's no perfect fifth from the 1 to the 5. See, that'd be the perfect fifth. It's C sharp, E, and G natural. It's a chord that is formed naturally by the scale of D major, and it makes a diminished chord. It's the only naturally occurring diminished chord in a major scale. So those are the major chords of the, well, major, minor, diminished chord. Those are the key chords, let's say, of the D scale. We'll take up the question of how these really work in fiddle playing on the next module.